Hello out there, all you wonderful people. This is Andre, the Game Idea Guy. Thank you once again for lending me your time and your ear listening into another 3DS Game Ideas video. And I'm going to talk about Game Boy Advance Remix for the 3DS and why I think it should be part of the farewell package for the platform, since we know that its life cycle will be ending soon. The little handheld that could. That's exactly what the 3DS is. It's the little handheld that could. It's been trudging along with a ton of great games on it, and this would just be another thing to the library for the end of the cycle of it. Which I've already said. I don't know why I repeated that. But criteria for this game: no games that were remakes of SNES games, and no NES Classics games, because that stuff was already covered. But then someone would say, well, would you consider Metroid Zero Mission for this? And I would say yes, because Metroid Zero Mission is a complete rebuilding of the original Metroid. So it's still different to itself, and it had content that was not in the original Metroid game. So that would be considered, and then you have Metroid Fusion. So you have two Metroid games to consider parts for this game. That said, I would really like to see Nintendo go ahead and pull from their exclusive catalog of stuff from the Game Boy Advance, and just do exactly what they did with the NES Remix. I mean, and you also got NES Remix Ultimate on the 3DS, so it's not like they couldn't go ahead and reuse the formula, because it was actually pretty nice and fun. And on top of that, you got to learn about some of the other games that Nintendo released. And on top of that, if they wanted to do the remixes where you throw a Mario character in Metroid, or you throw a Zelda character and like Advance Wars or something, like, they could do it and it would be fun and interesting, and I would have a laugh at it. So this is while it's both a catalog of Nintendo's history as a company, it's also a way for them to experiment with things that they never would have before, which was great for NES Remix, both on the Wii U and on the 3DS. And that's where my appreciation for it comes in. And again, I would love to see it happen. And I would hope that they would just go ahead and say, hey, yeah, we can throw this out there, put this out on the 3DS, and let it be one of the final games that the platform has for its life cycle. Because, I mean, it's had a long life cycle. Thing has been out since what, 2011. That's a huge life cycle for Nintendo. That is a very long life cycle for a particular platform. And you don't have too many iterations that are different for that device. That's yeah. And I'm not counting new 3DS and new 2DS, because they're still the same family of systems. I mean, this is like kind of like how the Game Boy had an extended life as a handheld, where you had the Game Boy, then the Game Boy Pocket, and then the Game Boy Color. So I would like to see it happen, to be perfectly honest, and I think it would be a cool little send-off. And it would be nice for those, just to kind of like, show appreciation to the 3DS owners out there that are still playing on that machine and enjoying it. So, I mean, plus, again, nice little send-off before you, I've said that multiple times. What is wrong with me? It would just be a nice little catalog of the history. And I want them to do more remix games, because, again, it would be fun. But before I gab back into rambling on again, there's not much more to say. And people who enjoy history and stuff like that, and video games, would enjoy this as well. So that's it for this. Thank you guys very much for listening. Keep your eyes and ears out for more stuff from me. And until the next time, please enjoy your games. Peace out, everybody.